All right, so I've been waiting a little while for this. It's like Christmas today. I've come home and there's more knives. This is the Bolte Light Gemini, I think is the actual model name of it. It is a copy of a Busse Team Gemini Light. Yeah, I don't know how closely it copies the Busse. I've never had a Busse. One of these days I will get one. Um, I'm I don't really care in terms of clones, copies, stuff like that. If they're not taking away from the sales from the original manufacturer and designer, I'm not too worried about that. In my mind, I think this actually in many respects would probably drive more people to buy the real thing if they buy something like this that's accessible to them and they really like it and they go, wow, I've got something here that's really special. The design is really special. I want to now spend the money on the real deal, right? So that's how my mind works. Now that I've got this, I'm far more likely to go buy a Busse. That's just the way I see it. So I think in the grand scheme of things, imitation is the best form of flattery in a lot of ways if it's done right. And this thing is exceptionally well done. Like I'm shocked at just how nice this is. So these are made by a company out of China called Bolt, and they're sold through Recluse Edge. So this one here, he asked me before he sent it to me if I would like it with their logo on it, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And they've been really good to deal with and have treated me really well. They sent me a bunch of knives here, and yeah, like I'm tickled pink with this. The fit and finish on it, the handle is perfect. It's all milled. Like, I mean, this could be a perfect copy of the Busse. I don't know. It's an A8 steel, which I think is very, very similar to Infi. I believe Infi, which Busse uses, is basically an A8 modified. So it's A8 with a little bit of vanadium in it. So it's an improvement over A8. Incredibly tough steel. I've seen some Charpy test results showing that A8 was testing at I think like 40 joules higher than CPM 3V at like 61, right? So 3V typically is heat treated if it's done, to the optimal hardness is 60, 61. That's kind of the target, right? So something like this at 59 HRC is going to be incredibly tough. I think these guys are hardening them like 61, 62. I'm going to get the tape measure out. I'm going to do some measurements, do the quick look. I've got to find time to actually get out and thump on these. I'm really excited to do this and test these knives. So this thing has a basically a 7¼ inch cutting edge. It is 8¼ inches from the tip to the start of the handle there. It's got this double kind of quillen guard, a little bit of a finger choil there. The handle is nice. It's a big handle, so I really enjoy that. It's comfortable. It's over, so from center to center there, we're talking like basically just about 5 inches. So in between the horns, you're 4½ inches. So very, very comfortable for me. Like, I really appreciate the size of that handle. Like, it fits my hand really well. It's not cramped at all. I didn't think I would like this model as much as I do now that I have it in my hand. I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I didn't gravitate towards it as much as I do some knife designs, but like, it feels really good in the hand. It's well balanced. I think it's going to chop well. The steel, it's tough. Like, it's really tough. I have that, what the heck is it? The Bolt Crocodile in this steel, and it's hard. Like, I'm like surprised at how hard it is. And then I looked up the specs, and like, I think 61, 62 is what they targeted the hardness for on that. I'll see if I can find it. I won't have it handy when I upload this video, but I'm going to contact Andy, who runs this company, I believe, and ask him to send me that information, and I will update it in the description of the video. I'll zero this. We'll get some measurements on the stock thickness behind the edge. So we are 220 thou thick, basically. check the thickness behind the edge on this thing. And A8 steel is not stainless. It will rust. It's about 5% chromium. So we're thick. Ooh yeah, like 60 thou behind the edge. This thing is stout. There's no question about it. What else? Did I get an overall measurement on this thing? I don't think I did with the tape measure. I'm kind of jumping around. Like, I'm distracted by this thing because I like it. So it's 13 inches and a bit. 13 and a quarter inches overall. I will get my scale out afterwards and we can weigh it. The sheath is really nice. Pancake style Kydex sheath. Decent quality leather belt loop. That's screwed onto the Kydex, so that's nice because if it ever were to tear or break down, you can replace it. It has a tech lock on there as well. The retention on this is quite good. Like, does not rattle at all. Maybe a little bit if I really shake it, but it's not bad. Like, really good. I'm very happy with the retention on this. It's not too stiff that getting it in and out of the sheath is difficult. The handle scales are put on with these like flared tubes, which are done very nicely. So the scales are not removable. This is G10, and it's very well done in terms of the milling. Everything on this thing is flawless. The spine is chamfered, so there's no rough edges. If you're wanting to throw sparks with a fire steel, you might be able to do it there on the choil. I don't think so. Yeah, so that might be an issue for some of you guys, but it wouldn't take much to sharpen a spot on the spine to do that. I wouldn't do that personally. I don't like that. Lanyard hole there. What else can I say? Oh, we'll get the scratch files out and check the hardness, and then we will get the scale out and weigh it. This is just going to be a quick video. This is the 65 HRC file. I don't want to go crazy here. This is a really nice knife. That bites in no problem. I'll get the 60 out and see how that feels. So you see that 60. Oh, that's hard, guys. Yep, that feels to me identical to the Bolt Crocodile that I have, which is another really, really nice knife. I'm honestly just blown away with how well done these knives are. Like, they offer an exceptional. They offer, tremendous value. Like, there's a tremendous value proposition with these blades. But I think this thing's $138 US. I don't know what a Busse's worth. $500, $600. So, to get into a knife like this, to see whether you like it or not, try it on for size, and then down the road buy the real thing. I think that's, I think there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it doesn't take away sales from, the original designer and manufacturer, which I don't see that it will. Somebody that's got $500-600 to spend on a Busse is going to buy a Busse. And for those of us that may not have enough money to do that, but really want one, this is a good way to do it. And then down the road, we can save our pennies and buy the real deal. Yeah, I'm going to get the scale out. We'll weigh it, and then we'll weigh it in the sheath, and then we'll wrap the video up. All right, I got the scale out. It's zeroed. This thing is 1 pound, 0.9 ounce. Let's get into grams. 481 grams. It's a heavy beast. We'll go back to ounces. We'll get the sheath. We'll weigh it in the sheath and see what that weighs. Yeah, 1 pound, 7.6 ounces. Do that into grams. 672 grams. So yeah, heavy blade, but it's not too heavy to carry on the hip for sure. Okay, so we'll wrap this video up. We'll do some testing in the future. Like I said, I'm pretty busy with my schedule with work right now, which makes it really difficult to get out and actually do some hard use testing on these blades, but it will come. I will do it. So yeah, this knife I think is going to be, you know, fantastic for somebody that wants a survival knife, camp knife, heavy duty hunt or hiking, backpacking knife. It's not a hunting knife, obviously. It's thick behind the edge, so it's going to be really well suited just for abusive type work, right? Just batoning, chopping. It feels like it will chop quite well. It's got a reasonably decent amount of forward weight to it, and it feels like it's going to perform with a snap cut. It doesn't have a ton of weight out here, but I think it's going to work well for light chopping. And overall, I think it's probably overkill for a lot of stuff. It's kind of a weird combination of blade weight and blade geometry and just overall brute strength. Like it's far tougher, I think, in terms of its build and edge geometry than the design actually warrants, right? Like it's overkill, right? It will, you'd probably be able to do a Joe X and pound this thing through car hoods and chop A-pillars in half with it. Like it really is that substantial. Like it's a stout knife. And when you pick it up and handle it, like it's agile in the hand. Like it really is a nice feeling and handling knife. So I think it's a great knife, and I think, you know, for camp purposes and just general chores like that, or survival or a tactical, right? This is probably maybe a bit on the heavy side as a tactical knife, I would say. Like me personally, I would not gravitate towards a knife this heavy. But yeah, it's a great knife. It's exceptionally well done in terms of its fit and finish. These guys, their steel and their heat treat seems to be top notch. Like they are double tempered, cryogenically treated, hardened to I think 61, 62, if I remember right. My Bolt Crocodile, I put all that information in the description, and I talked about it in the video, and I am sure that this is probably done the same, but I will confirm and I will update it in the description. And I look forward to testing this thing and beating on it like a rented mule. Like I'm gonna thump on this thing and see how it does. So yeah, if you like the video, appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have one of these knives, let me know what you think. What's your thoughts on it being a copy, right? Do you feel the same way I do with it, or do you think that do you feel like that this is a really negative thing to do, or what's your opinions and what's your thought process behind it? Let me know. I'd appreciate you know, the feedback in the comments and engaging with you guys and hearing your thoughts. So yeah, look forward to the next one, and thanks for watching.